morning. I'm Christine, the Apothecary Stitcher. It is Monday morning, September 25th, 2023. I would like to say welcome back to all of you who subscribed after my first video. I was overwhelmed with all of the wonderful comments and feedback that I got. So thank you so much, everyone. And if you're new here, welcome. This is video number 2. So I am mostly going to talk about cross stitch, running, and if I get up to anything else, I might throw that in there too. So to start off with, I am going to go through some previous finishes. So the first one is a Heaven and Earth design, and it is called A Gate of New Hope. It's artwork by Milos Karanovic, something like that. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. And like I said, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This was a project that I started in October of last year, and I just finished it in June. So that is a new finish, and as you see, it's fully finished and framed. I literally took it into the framer just days after I finished it. So super excited about that one. It was a little over 400,000 stitches. I stitched that one 2/1 10 stitch on 25 count easy grid. So that is that one. And then, like I'd mentioned, I wanted to start stitching some smalls here and there. So after that big finish, I started stitching some smalls. I have a buffet in my dining room here that I wanted to add to. So I decided to do some little quirky Quakers and make them into the months. So started with June, and I did the bee. I made one for July, the whale one. I did August. Love some flamingos. And then September, I did the seahorse. So these were all just stitched on random whatever fabrics. I honestly don't know what any of them are. Some of them I know I dyed myself like years and years ago, and then I just picked flosses from my stash. So that's what I ended up doing. So those were those. And then I worked on this one. This finish is a pattern Let's Bake by Ursula Michael. And what I ended up doing with this one is everything in the blue is actually petite treasure braid. So it was my first time ever stitching with the treasure braid. So absolutely loved that. This one turned out really cute. And then I did some of the, I think these are Stitch Rovia, the baking minis. So I stitched up a couple of those. So as you can see, I did September is a baking theme, which was kind of fun. This one was kind of a hybrid. So I got the words and the finishing idea from the Baker's Gonna Bake from New York Dreamer. And then what I did for all the other little baking motifs around here, that's actually from the Frosted Pumpkin Sugar is Sweet pattern. And then I found the rolling pin to finish it on. So I think that turned out super cute. Love that one. This is on an 18 count Aida, and I did just dye it the gray and the blue just to stitch that one on. And then my last September one, since usually September's back to school, gotta have some Harry Potter in there. So I did this one. This was an Etsy pattern. I think it was just called Magic, and it's by Print and Decor, I believe. So I stitched this. This is all in black etoile, and then this was light effects, and then I actually did put the owl in beads. And this was actually the first fabric I ever hand dyed, so it's like an aqua and purple, and I did that years and years ago. It is 18 count Aida, but absolutely love how that one turned out. And then I guess I'll show one other previous finish. I haven't completely FFO'd it yet, but this is Hive Rules, Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I stitched this up in June. And this was my first time stitching on 56 count. I stitched it 1/2 just so that I could get the size to fit on that board for finishing. So that was really fun. And then I do have some new finishes since I saw you guys last time. Sticking with the smalls for my buffet, I finished the October. I did a little pumpkin for October. And then this is probably my most favorite finish. I told you guys I was going to stitch Summer Sucks by the Witchy Stitcher. So here that is. I made some changes though because I absolutely love summer. So I have my son with a little happy face over there, and so does the ghost. And then instead of the word saying summer sucks, my friend Janelle, thank you, and I came up with some new words. So we have it saying dying for the beach. And then I found this awesome skeleton at Joann's. So, I mean, he was absolutely perfect. So, love, love, love that finish. So excited. And then I do have one more finish since I saw you guys. So I was gonna work for a finish on Blue Umbrella by Artisy, and I finished it. So very excited about this one. Not sure, I'll probably just frame it or something at some point. But I love how it turned out. This is 1/1 on 28 count easy grid. As you can see, I still need to wash it and all the things. I just finished this on Tuesday, so it is fresh off the Q-snap, but I was really excited to get that all finished. Let's see. I think that's all for finishes. That was a lot. If you want to talk about some whips, I only have one more whip because I did spend most of my time finishing that Blue Umbrella project. So my one and only whip this week, I said I was going to work more on Rosetta by Ink Circles. So here's where I'm at on this one. I finished one more of the circle motifs. I got that one all stitched in this week. And then I worked some more on the borders. So goal is to finish 2 more of those circles every month, and then hopefully it'll be done by the end of the year. So we'll see where we get up on that one. That one I'm using a Threadworks. It's Gray Flamingo. That's what I'm using for the circles, and then just DMC 3799 for the borders. Love how that one's turning out. And then that one is just on white even weave 32 count, and I'm just doing 2/1 full cross on that one. So love working on that one. Can't wait to see that one finished, hopefully soon. All right, and then I've been thinking, I need some plans going forward. So not completely sure what I want to do, but I do have a bunch of projects and they all need some attention, and I can't promise that I won't fall back into what I've been doing lately and stitching just one thing at a time. So we'll see how long the rotation lasts, but I don't know, somewhere to start at least. So this will also include some haul as well with my plans. What I'm thinking of doing is probably just working with 6 projects, like full coverage projects, and then throwing in my smalls and my ink circles and seeing where I go from there. The first full coverage focus that I want is my World Travel bookshelf, and that's by Hade. So that's what it'll look like when it's done. And I know you guys saw it last time. I have it all nice in the Q-snap ready to go. I didn't actually get to it this last time around, but as you can see, I'm just finishing up with the Taj Mahal in the top corner. So that'll be the starting point on that one. I would really, really like to make the bookshelf my primary focus. I would really like to see that one done and on the gallery walls in here. So we'll see. I'll say that is a lot of stitches on that one. That is the larger supersized version. Oh, and I didn't mention the artwork's by Amy Stewart, and that one I'm stitching 2/1 tent on 25 count easy guide. So love, love, love that project. And like I said, I'd really like to see that one done sooner than later. My next focus is Fractal 705. That's what this one will look like when it's done. Absolutely love this one. Don't always like stitching on it because it is just a mess of confetti. It is confetti, confetti, confetti. But as you can see, it does turn out really, really nice. And it would match in my house absolutely perfect. So again, I would love to see this one on the wall. It just needs a little bit more constant attention. So yeah, so this is focus number 2. This is stitched 2/1 full cross, and this is just 18 count Aida. I started this one so long ago, I didn't actually know that easy guide was a thing. So I'm just gridding this myself with some fishing line actually, and it works really well. All right. So that's focus number 2. Focus number 3 is another one that I already had started. And this one is Cliffhanger. Again, this is a Heaven and Earth Designs. Oh, I forgot. Fractal is from Cross Stitch Collectibles. So then, like I said, Cliffhanger here. This is Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork, again, by Amy Stewart. Love this project. This is being stitched 1/1 full cross on 28 count easy guide. So not too much progress on this one, just starting in on the top. So again, it needs a lot more love, but I really do like that one. So I'd like to see that one done eventually as well. All right. Then the next 3 focuses are actually all going to be new starts. I was on a stitchy chat with some friends one night and we got to talking and I got to shopping. And it's not often that I buy stitchy stuff. As you can see, I stitch full coverage. So, I mean, once you buy a project, you're set for a while, right? And one of the projects, well, this one is actually from my stash. I lied. I showed you guys last week my Farewell to Anger. I have this. This is Night Cafe by Leonid Afromov, charted by Haid, Heaven and Earth Designs. And then I also have Bonded by the Rain. So those are the other 2 Afromov charts I already had in my stash. I've just never started it. So it's fully kitted. I have all the threads. I have the fabric. I have had all of these things for years. It just needs to finally get started and go up on the wall next to this beauty. So that one, because this one is stitched on 18 count, that one's also kitted up for 18 count. So I'm just going to do that 2/1 full cross, and then they'll kind of all be a matching set. So that's number 4. All right, now for the new starts. The first one, I have been seeing this one from people starting this. This is Rainbow Dragon. And I'm going to do the full coverage one with stitching the background. This is an artisty pattern. And then I am going to kit this one up. I did already get all the threads and I have the fabric. He is going to be on 25 count easy guide and I'm going to stitch him 2/1 tent. So that is Rainbow Dragon. I think this one is going to be so much fun to stitch with all of those colors. I'm really, really excited to start this one. The other new pattern I bought was from Stitching Jewels Design. And that's this one. It is, I think it's called Dawn Over New York City. So this one too, I already have all of the threads and I have the fabric all set and ready to go for this one now too. I am also going to stitch this one on 25 count 2/110. So we'll see. But yeah, these should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to those 6 focus projects. And then, of course, like I said, I'm going to throw in the Ink Circles Rosetta to keep working on that and get that finished by the end of the year. And 2, I need to stitch some smalls for my buffet yet. I have some Halloween things that I already have finished. I'll show those on my next video for you guys. I kind of figure every month after I'm ready to swap it out, I'll show you what I had up there. I have some previous finishes for that, so I don't think I'm going to stitch anything new for October. But I do need some fall ideas for November. So if anyone has any fall ideas, I know November's not really fall anymore, but October needed to be Halloween. It could be Halloween every single day of the year, in my opinion, and that would be fine. I know not everyone's a Halloween lover, but I am, so fall got kicked back to November. So I'm open to any ideas. You guys kind of see the things I like. But yeah, so haven't found any fall ones that are talking to me yet, so I'll just have to keep waiting and shopping and watching FlossTube and seeing what I find. All right, so I think that's it for stitching and plans. Plans, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go back to the World Travel bookshelf in between each project. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stitch each project like based on a wheel or if I'm just gonna go through them in order. I think I'm just gonna have some kind of like stitch count goal on each one. And then once I finish that goal, then I'll either spin the wheel again, go to the next project in the list. Like I said, I think I'm gonna sprinkle the World Travel bookshelf in between each one, just because that is going to be my primary focus out of everything. I'll say it's also obviously the biggest of all of them, so it needs the most attention. So we'll see how I rotate through them. I'm happy. If any of you guys have any fabulous ideas, please pop them in the comments below. I would love to hear if you have any ideas. I struggle with rotations, not gonna lie. As you see, I kind of pick one project and stick with it and finish it and move on to the next. So open to any and all ideas that you guys have. All right. Then I think we're going to move on to the rest of my haul and some stitchy kindness. So you already saw 2 of the new patterns I bought. I didn't stop there. I bought a few more from Stitching Jewels Designs. I bought the monochrome sea turtle. And I have big plans for this guy. So I have really been wanting to stitch on teeny tiny little fabric, thanks to Ymir Almond M&Ms. So she got me really wanting to try that. So I did buy this wonderful piece of 56 count linen. What is it called? I guess it's called Mayflower by Fox and Rabbit. So I got this from Stacy at Thread the Needle Stitchery. Thank you, Stacy. And she threw in some Ymir floss for me too so that I could give it a try. So I think what I'm gonna stitch my turtle in is this beautiful Ymir floss. And I believe this one is called Peacock Feather. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there's some blues and purples and all of that. So I thought that that would look really good on this more neutral fabric for my monochrome sea turtle. So I'm really excited to jump in and start that. How that fits into my rotation, I have no idea. But I really would like to start this one sooner than later and see what it's like to stitch 1/1 on teeny tiny fabric. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted. And then the other new project is also from Stitching Jewels Designs. This is Coffee Addict. So I thought this was super cool. So again, he's monochrome, so I think I'm just gonna stitch him in black and find some kind of fabric to put him on. I'll probably also put him on that 56 count linen we just looked at. And like I said, I want him to be teeny tiny also. So I figured these were some good projects to start with on the small fabric and see where we go from there. All right, and then I got some amazing stitchy kindness. This is from Janet at Janet Jabber. If you don't watch her, you need to, and go check her out. This is Bella Filipina Autumn Equinox Pixie. I have no fancy ladies. She reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to stitch her. Yes, I do. Absolutely think she's beautiful and cannot wait to start on this one. She sent me the fabric and her start on this one too. I don't know what the fabric is, so Janet, let me know if you know. But absolutely love that. And then she even included the floss and the beads. How amazing is that? Janet, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm really excited for that. I think what I'm gonna do is put her into my rotation, however it's gonna work, starting next year after my Ink Circles Rosetta is done. So I would really like to work on that one. And it is in my custom project bag. Athena from Stitching Goddess Designs. She had some New Year bags that she had for sale, so she made this one for me. I'm a tropical girl. And speaking of Athena, I'm sure you guys have seen them. She had her new t-shirts come out, so I am part of the Cheetah Cross Stitch team. So I got this t-shirt for myself. And then she also released some of her, one of her Harry Potter ones from previously, so of course I had to get that one. How cute is that? And it says Stitches Managed on the back. And I didn't stop there because it is Wisconsin. It's getting to be fall and cold and all the things, so I needed a hoodie. So yes, my needs are simple. I need my running shoes, my coffee, and my sewing needle. So Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, go check her out. She has her Halloween shirts up as well. Super cute. So go get you some of those. But very excited for those. So thanks, Athena. All right, guys. I think that is everything. Unless you want some life updates, I had a super busy month. I got a new job a couple weeks ago, so I've been training and starting that, and I've actually been spending quite a bit of time with some friends. There was a festival up in Wisconsin Dells last weekend, so I went and checked that out with one of my friends. And she gifted me this wonderful shirt, my Cat Punk shirt. So he's cute. We had a good time at that festival. They had the little arts and crafts fair, so of course we had to wander around that and check that out and see what they had. There was nothing we had to have, but we had so much fun walking around and all the things, and they had a parade, and that was fun too, so that was a good time. I did go up early before I met her, and I did some hiking at Devil's Lake. I really enjoyed that. That was really fun. And then actually this past weekend right now, I went to the zoo. I haven't been to the zoo in forever. I had so much fun. Yes, I did wear my Cheetah Cross Stitch shirt too. I didn't wait it to show you first. I know I broke a cross stitch YouTube rule. But the zoo was actually really fun. Spent the day there. And then yesterday, I actually spent the day at the beach. So Lake Michigan, not the same as the ocean, but it's a close second, and it's close enough to home, so went and hung out at the beach. It was a beautiful day, so I'm going to enjoy all the warmth and sunshine before it's fall and winter, and I have to wait for spring again. So going to enjoy, like I said, every single minute of it. All right. So I think I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Again, thank you so much for everyone that came back for video number 2. I hope you liked something here, and we'll keep watching. And if you're new, again, welcome. And I hope you found something that you liked and want to like and subscribe. Other than that, I'll probably be back in about a month or so. Like I said, if you have any rotation ideas for me, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, until then, be strong, be fierce, and full of fire. Bye, guys.